Today we're going to make the star ornament using our paper tubes like what we have. So remember that we are rolling them into long tubes like this, and then we are wrapping them around each other like a snail or a spiral. So this is the middle. So you need one for the middle, and it's created out of 3 to 4 paper tubes. I started with 3, and then I realized that the little side pieces use being made up of 2 tubes were kind of large, so I wanted to make my middle a little bit bigger, so I added another tube to it. So this one is 4. All right, and the sides, there will be 6 of them to put around your middle. So we're gonna space them out like this because we're creating a star. I'll move this down a little bit. And for the top pieces, there'll be 6 to top each one of these, and they're only half a tube. So when you're rolling your tube, you'll cut it after you're done rolling it and you glue it, cut it, and you'll have 2 for these toppers. You'll make 2 out of them. So half a tube for each topper. I'm missing one, so I will make one more. From this point, we're going to start adding up all of our pieces on here. So I'm going to put some glue on this and put it right here. I'm making sure that they're flat on the table when I do this, so that way they're at the same level as I go, and I'm also making sure that they don't get stuck to the table, so I am checking as I go. So I suggest doing the top and the bottom first, and then this, and then your sides. That way everything will fit in here exactly the way you want them to. If you feel like it's a little wiggly, I would say add a little bit more glue. Not too much to the point where it's like crazy on it, but just enough to hold it together without it falling apart on you. Okay. Let me see here. You should also check to make sure things are even. You don't want to put your snowflake or your star all together. It looks like a snowflake right now. And find out in the end that it was kind of off. So it's good to check beforehand. I'm going to give this a second to all sit. Wiggle it around a little bit so it doesn't stick to my table. I'll worry about any little glue boogers afterwards. Right now we're just going to focus on getting things hooked together. So put the little tops on them. These ones will be right close to the point. I tried to make sure that all my magazine tubes that I was going to do for these points were kind of like the white ones. That way all the other ones were in color. Usually when I do this, I try to get some that are a little bit more in color, but that's okay. Every star is different. Ooh. So each one of these has a point now. They're glued on good. I don't want them to fall off. This little guy right here. All right, so this is what I got so far. It's all glued together. It looks like a fancy little snowflake, but we're going to turn this into a star. That's where all of these flatter tubes come in, where you flatten them out so that they're nice. We don't have any roundedness. So each one of these is going to, well, firstly, they're going to get glued together so that way they don't come apart on us while we're doing this. Yeah, that didn't take much. And we're going to slide them in like so. And they're going to be the points of our star. So they are going to come out like this, and then they're going to come around. So we want a nice point. So create your point. You got to measure it through. So if it's not going to work, I'm going to kind of slide her in here. So this one is going to come through like this. So it'll have like a nice point, just so, around each one of these. And you glue it in place. Okay, so once you go all the way around it, you can start picking off all these little glue boogers. And you've got yourself a star ornament. You just pick the side that you want to, add the yarn to, and it's done.